Hello and welcome to Hong Kong, a nation that derives its name from the Chinese for fragrant harbour. It's a vibrant and densely populated metropolis that has more skyscrapers than any other city in the world, and thousands of visitors flock here for the iconic and simply stunning view of the harbour. But we're here at the Hong Kong Coliseum for quarterfinals day at the Yongnek Sunrise Hong Kong Open, the 24th of 26 events on the new HSBC BWF World Tour and the 7th of 7 Super 500 tournaments, which means that this is the last major event and therefore the last chance for many of the top players to secure those crucial ranking points to qualify for the end-of-year finale, the World Tour Finals in Guangzhou next month. Well, it's the second session here today on quarterfinals day and 5 matches for you this evening. We're starting with men's doubles, and the two-time former world champions and winners here 4 years ago, AHSAN and SETIAWAN of Indonesia, take on the European champions ASTRUP and RASMUSSEN of Denmark. Then it's men's singles and Samir Verma, who was a beaten finalist here 2 years ago, up against the home player, the qualifier, Lee Che-kyu. Then it's women's doubles and the world number ones and world championships silver medalists Fukushima and Hirota up against Della Destiara Harris and Rizky Amelia Pradipta of Indonesia. Then it's women's singles, and these two players between them have won the last 4 Hong Kong Open titles. It's Tai Tzu Ying, the two-time defending champion and 3-time winner, current world number 1, up against Carolina Marin, the former world number 1 and 2015 winner, and she also happens to be reigning world and Olympic champion. Then we finish with a second men's doubles. Gideon and Sukamuljo, the current world number 1s and defending champions, are up against the qualifiers, the new Korean pair of Kim Ji-jung and Lee Young-dae. And of course, Lee Young-dae has been winner of this title 4 times previously with 2 other partners. Well, with men's doubles being our first quarterfinal of this evening's session, a chance for us to look at the draw from quarterfinal stage. And we started the tournament with 11 players who had contested the final, 7 players and 3 pairs who had won the title. And all 7 players who'd won the title previously went through to the quarterfinal stage, but there was only 4 seeds and 6 different nationalities, 3 Indonesian pairs, and as you can see, one of those Indonesian pairs, the number 8 seeds, Alfian and Ardianto, have already won their quarterfinals, so already through to tomorrow's semi-final. Well, we will be seeing both of the quarterfinals in the top half of the draw, but we're starting with the 2014 winners Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan up against the European champions ASTRUP and Rasmussen. So the players just about ready to come on for the first of this evening's sessions. So the European champions, the number 6 seeds from Denmark, making their 5th consecutive appearance here in Hong Kong. First time, though, that they have reached this stage of the tournament, never previously got past the second round. So they're the 2-time former world champions, won the title here 4 years ago when they were the number 2 seeds, beating Liu Xiaolong and Chu Sihan in that final in 2014. For the Indonesians, it is a 5th appearance here as a pair at the Hong Kong Open, and would you believe it, it is their 5th quarter-final. Well, this is the 5th meeting between the 2 pairs, and of the previous 4, the Indonesians have won on all 4 occasions. The last 3 times, though, it has gone the full distance, gone to 3 games. The last time they met was in the second round of the German 300 event at the beginning of the year. 21-16 in the deciding game. It was in Germany. So the players change ends before the start of this match. There is most definitely a drift in this arena. and therefore quite obvious that a player would want to choose ends if they win the toss. Anders Skorup Rasmussen, 29 years of age, born in Odda, just south of Aarhus. And he and his partner actually went up one place in the world ranking on Thursday to number 7, but they have spent a total of 3 weeks at a career high of number 5. So to the left-hander, Kim Astrup Sorensen, 26 years of age, born in Herning in Denmark, and not only are they European champions, they actually have a full set of European Championship medals. A gold earlier this year, a silver 2 years ago, and a bronze last year. So a full set of European Championship medals, but I'm sure they would tell you their best result so far was winning the China Super 1000 event in Changzhou earlier this year. We're looking at their path through to the quarterfinal. Lu Qingyao and Yang Po Han in the opening round. That was 3 games. And then in the second round against Wu Xuanyi and Ren Xiangyu of China, that was just 32 minutes. So very straightforward second round match for the Danes. So to the former champions, and Mohamed Hassan is 31 years of age, born in Palembang in South Sumatra. Former world number ones. They spent 38 consecutive weeks as world number ones, the 2-time former world champions, and currently up 1 place on the world ranking to 13. Hindra Setiawan has been in 4 finals here in Hong Kong. 3-time winner, not only with his partner of today, but twice won the title with Marcus Kido, with whom he also won the Olympic gold medal in 2008. He won here with Kido in 2007, having won the previous year in 2006 as well. So they too have been taken the full distance once, and that was yesterday against the Olympic silver medalists Go Vi Shem and Tam Wee Keong. 42 minutes for 3 games, so it was obviously very quick rallies in their second round encounter yesterday. As we look at our court officials, Daniel Law and Victor Wong, both our court officials from the host nation, Hong Kong.
On my right, Mohamed AHSAN and Hindra Setiawan, Indonesia. And on my left, Kim Astrup and Anders Skorup Rasmussen, Denmark. Kim Astrup to serve to Mohamed AHSAN. Love all. Play.
So the European champions, the number 6 seeds, Kim Astrup and Anders Skorup Rasmussen, getting this quarterfinal underway. Good flick serve. And that's gone wide. Yep. Well, he describes himself, this man, as a tactical player. I've heard both my colleagues, Steve Pedersen and Morten Frost, describe him as more of the worker within the partnership, because Kim Astrup will be the player, the left-handed player that is, who wants to go forward to the net as much as possible, create the opportunities.
Over 3 2.
Point for point at the moment.
Serves over. 3 all. Out. Serves over. 4-3. Serves over. 4 all.
Well wide.
Serves over. 5-4. Serves over. 5 all. Serves over. 6-5.
Well judged.
7-5.
Yeah, it was a good interception from the left-hander.
8-5. Hot.
Yeah.
Serves over.
Well, it's fascinating to me with this Indonesian pair since they've reformed their partnership. They didn't play together during the whole of 2017, not in individual tournaments. And since they've reformed their partnership, they've sort of reversed roles because when they won their 2 world titles, it was Hendra Setiawan who used to come forward to the net and read the game quite beautifully. Always seemed to be there to intercept before the opponents had even hit the shuttle. Yeah, just like that rally. Perfect. Whereas since their return, I think Mohamed Hassan is spending more and more time at the front of the court.
Serves over. 10-7.
Good return. But then the error from Mohamed Hassan at the front of the court after playing a delightful return of serve. So it is the Danes who have the advantage, a 4-point advantage here in the opening game of this quarter-final. Just 5 minutes into the match. Yeah, it was a good opportunity too for AHSAN.
Vi løfter lidt for meget og nemt. Altså, og sådan hvis vi har løftet, så skal vi frem og lave noget, så vi kan de følger med armen hele tiden. Ja. Ligesom herovre.
Well, I suspect that Jakob Hoy was telling them to stand their ground on defence and to close down the mid-court area. That seemed to be what was being suggested by the gestures there from Jakob Hoy. Yeah, there's no question the shuttle flying faster coming towards the Danes at the moment. So as we look down on the court, shuttle flying faster coming towards us.
13-7.
And the Indonesians really just haven't found their form at the moment. Oh yes, nice change of pace from Mohammed AHSAN.
8-13.
Well, these two pairs on the race to Guangzhou are currently 7 and 8 on the list, and there's only 8 that qualify. Oh, that's a great flick serve. So, the winner of this match could be very, very crucial for who qualifies for those World Tour finals in Guangzhou. Oh, that was loose, but it wasn't punished.
Serves over. 14-9.
Well, it's quite amazing that no men's doubles pair from Denmark has won the title here in Hong Kong since the inception of the Super Series and now the World Tour, so dating back to 2007. And in fact, the only ever winners of this title from Denmark, you have to go back 33 years. When Steen Fladberg and Jesper Halliday won the title in 1985. It's gone long.
11-14.
4 of the last 5 points to the Indonesians. That's well taken from Hendra SETIAWAN.
12-14.
Look at that. In full flow, it really is a delight to watch.
13-14.
So just 1 point in it. And 6 of the last 7 points.
So it's over. 15-13.
Oh. Well, clash of rackets, and I'm afraid Anders Rasmussen's racket won't see another shuttle, because it's not just the strings that have gone. Yeah, but it's clever placement of the shuttle by the former world champions. In between the two Danes, both going for the same shot, hence the clash of rackets.
14-15.
Oh yes, now that's the formation there. They really have been working well since their return as a partnership. So a challenge here. First challenge of this quarter-final match. Oh, crikey. What on earth is he doing challenging that one?
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge.
Other than to perhaps break the rhythm and momentum of their opponents. 8 of the last 10 points now to the Indonesians.
So it's over. 16-15.
Yes, the reaction after the rally told the disappointment of Mohamed Hassan.
So it's over. 16-17.
So just 1 point in it. Oh, that's clever. Good serve, anticipated the return. And the third shot, the outright winner from Hendra Setiawan. Oh, and again, good interception, good third shot. And for the first time in this opening game, and it's at this really crucial stage, the former champions go into the lead. $7-13 down at one stage. And now a 2-point advantage and 2 points away from the opening game.
17.
It's gone long.
So it's over. 18-19. So it's over. 20. Game points. 18.
2 game point opportunities.
So it's over.
1 opportunity missed.
19-20. Like.
Oh, it's gone wide. And having come from that 7-13 deficit, the 6-point deficit, AHSAN and SETIAWAN win the opening game against the number 6 seeds ASTRUP and RASMUSSEN. 21-19 the opening game in 15 minutes. This is the final rally. Nowhere near, but it looked as if he indicated that his racket slipped in his hand as he played that final shot. So opening game, 21-19 in 15 minutes. So 1 game to the good. The 2014 champions here in Hong Kong. Mohamed Hassan and Hendra SETIAWAN. Well, European champions were leading for most of that opening game, and they certainly had their chances. Indonesian coach Aryono Miranat. Oh, behind the back. Looks spectacular, but it rarely gets an advantage. On that occasion, played them into trouble. Because the behind the back shot from Kim ASTRUP, woefully short. Oh, look at that interception. And again, what a rally. Well, good defence from the Danes.
Service over. 1, 2.
Oh, flick serve is wide of the centre line.
Service over. 3, 1.
Service error.
Service over. 2, 3.
Oh, my goodness. What a shot. That is absolutely magnificent from SETIAWAN. It's not only the skill and the accuracy of the shot, but it's the vision to see that's where the gap is. And just look where that would have landed. Way in front of that front service line. I think the Danes need to be careful about getting embroiled into these flat, fast exchanges. I think that will suit the Indonesians much more than it will suit the Danes. Well, the Indonesians appear to be beginning to stamp their authority on this quarterfinal, which means the Danes have to react. They have to start winning some points and keep the score closer. That's a nice change of pace from RASMUSSEN. Mohamed Hassan Seemed to climb a ladder there to hit that one.
7-3.
Take a look at this angle he produces. Look at the height of that jump. And it's the steepness of smash that he manages to produce that sets his partner up at the front of the court, because the Danes certainly couldn't deal with the acute angle. Classic doubles. Good tactics from the Indonesians. Challenge here. Danes challenging the call. Called out. They believe it was in. No, the line judge was right.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. So over. 8-4. Play.
Well, the Indonesians were semi-finalists last week in Fuzhou. They're looking for their second consecutive semi-final in 2 weeks, and quite frankly, the way they're playing right now in the second game, unless there's a drastic change in form, I think that's pretty likely to happen. Brilliant return of the flick serve by Hendro SETIAWAN. And the Indonesians, who are unseeded, have a 6-point advantage here in the second game against the number 6 seeds. Look at that. Wasn't fooled by the flick serve at all. So what can the Danes do to turn this around? Well, one of them has got to take on the net, that's for certain. As the Indonesians are taking it in turns to be the dominant player at the front of the court. Good flick serve. Mohammed Hassan making his feelings quite clear that he thought it was probably a fault serve. Nothing called by the service judge.
8-12.
3 quick points for the Danes. Make that 4 quick points. Oh my goodness, well taken off the top of the tape. Well, it was a lovely idea by the left-handed Kim ASTRUP.
13-9.
Just not enough pace on the shuttle. He never looks as comfortable at the front of the court, RASMUSSEN, as his partner. Oh my goodness me. Completely missed it. It's about summing up their day at the moment.
15.
Actually, that's not fair because they started the match particularly well, the European champions. After all, they were 13-7 up in the first.
So it's over. 10-15.
Well, since then, things have been going in a downward direction for the Danes.
So it's over. 16-10. So it's over. 11-16.
Jakob Hoy and Thomas Stangor, 2 Danish coaches deep in discussion. Oh, look at that defence. Yeah. There seemed to be an inevitability about that rally as the Indonesians kept the shuttle going in a downward direction, forcing the Danes to defend. Longest rally of the match so far. Yeah, 32 shots. Prior to that, the longest had been 24.
So it's over. 12-17. Oh. 13-17.
Oh yes, even the trickery
So it's over.
can't save the Danes.
18-13.
So AHSAN and SETIAWAN just 3 points away from a 4th semi-final here in Hong Kong.
So it's over. 14-18.
Yeah, confusion in the Danish camp, both leaving it for the other.
So it's over.
Have to be decisive at this level of play. Look, they're both looking at each other, then both went for it. got themselves into all sorts of trouble. Match point opportunities, 6 of them for AHSAN and SETIAWAN against the number 6 seeds, ASTRUP and RASMUSSEN. Wow, what a smash to finish it from Mohammed AHSAN. 21-19, 21-14, the margin of the victory. And it means that the former champions and 2-time former world champions are through to a 4th semi-final here at the Hong Kong Open. And they extend their win-loss record against the Danes to 5-0. The European champions are going to have to work out a different tactical plan against this particular pair. Yeah, wasn't fooled by that. So 21-19, 21-14 in a match taking just 33 minutes.